We're told religion is a source of love, compassion, and morality, but history, and even today's headlines, tell a darker story. Let's be clear, not all religious people are hateful. But when institutions gain power and immunity under the guise of faith, it creates the perfect conditions for abuse of minds, bodies, and entire communities. Church leaders say being gay is a sin. That's their justification. But what they don't tell you is that the same Bible condemns eating pork, wearing mixed fabrics, and being greedy. All of which are conveniently ignored in modern churches. They cherry-pick what they need to maintain control. Why? Because telling someone their identity is sinful breaks them. It isolates them. And it makes them easier to manipulate. In the United States, Christian lobbying groups have fought same-sex marriage, blocked anti-discrimination laws, and tried to ban trans youth from accessing health care. Some churches still tell parents to send their kids to conversion therapy, even though major medical associations have called it psychological torture. Yet here's the truth. Being gay isn't a choice. No one chooses who they love. Next time, ask a straight person when they chose to be straight. Studies show sexual orientation is biologically influenced, and same-sex behavior occurs naturally in hundreds of animal species. So why would an all-knowing God create people this way? Just to punish them? It makes no sense to create people and then hate them for who they are. The Bible was used to justify slavery. White pastors in the American South preached that black people were descendants of Ham, cursed to servitude. Even after abolition, Christianity remained a weapon. The Ku Klux Klan branded itself a Christian movement. Cross burnings, Bible verses, white robes meant to symbolize purity. And it worked, because religion gave racism moral cover. And today, churches that preach love thy neighbor often fight immigration reform and spread fear of Muslims, migrants, and outsiders. It's not about scripture, it's about power, always has been. Why do so many fundamentalist groups fight against evolution, sex education, or climate science? Because asking questions is dangerous. Because knowledge empowers people to think for themselves. And authoritarian religion needs obedience. From Galileo to Darwin to today's teachers in red states being banned from discussing gender, history shows how religious influence fights progress when it feels threatened. Even now, entire school districts are banning books to protect children. Not from violence, but from empathy and ideas. Blind faith doesn't just block information, it changes how the brain processes it. Studies show that religious fundamentalism is linked to cognitive rigidity, a refusal to consider new evidence. It can even suppress activity in parts of the brain associated with empathy and critical thinking. People in authoritarian religious settings often report guilt, fear, and self-hatred simply for questioning doctrine. And that's the point. The more broken you feel, the more you need the church to fix you. Morality shouldn't be rooted in fear. It shouldn't come from a book that ignores rape and slavery, but obsesses over obedience. We deserve better. Imagine a world where ethics are based on empathy, facts, and fairness. Not fear of hell or the ego of a jealous God. Religion isn't evil by default, but when it demands blind allegiance, silences science, and punishes love, then we must call it what it is, a system of power, not truth.